We are in a critical moment. There are over 3 billion women and girls in the world, and 1 in 8 is projected to get breast cancer in the course of her lifetime. That's over 400 million. We need to act today, not tomorrow, to help all women of any age make the best decisions possible so that they can reduce the chance that they ever have to hear the words, "You have breast cancer." Nearly 30% of girls have already worried they've had breast cancer because they misinterpreted a normal breast finding, or they heard something really scary on the news, or breast cancer was found and detected in someone that they really care about. And just having breast cancer so close to them made them fearful that they actually had it themselves.
Well, what started to concern me was that one night, it was probably a little after she had the surgery and she was home, I felt a lump in my left breast, and I know that she had one in hers. So I was concerned because I thought that if my mom had breast cancer, that there was going to be a greatly large chance that I would.
What she had was just the normal breast bud, sort of the beginning seed of her breast tissue that lives right behind the nipple. But because it was on the same side as her mother's breast cancer, she assumed that it was breast cancer, when really it was just a normal breast finding. And there she was worrying, like day into night, unable to sleep, thinking that she was doomed. But really it was something that was completely normal and natural. About 75% of girls have someone close to them who's had breast cancer, and really that shouldn't come as a surprise, since 1 in 8 women are diagnosed with breast cancer, and it's women who are most influential in our girls' lives. They're their teachers, their moms, their best friends' moms, their coaches.
Before my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer, I knew a few people from church and from my mom's job who did have breast cancer. And it was kind of scary just knowing that many people actually did have it. And I was just wondering if I was going to get it.
Only 1 out of 10 breast cancers is related to a family history, a gene that may run through a family. The other 9 out of 10 breast cancers are related to just growing older and the everyday choices that we can make. Our organization, breastcancer.org, is developing a whole new breast health division.
With this program, Dr. Weiss has been touring the country, beginning that dialogue between mothers and their daughters. It's a program that's designed to do just that.
Breastcancer.org is taking the opportunity to reach out to girls between 8 and 18, because those 10 years are the time in her life when she is laying down the foundation of her future breast health. She is using her food, her water, her drinks to actually build her breast tissue. We really appreciate all the feedback you gave us through your homework, that survey online. I love doing the girls program because I come into this room full of girls that are just there to learn, there to talk. As embarrassing and awkward as the conversation is, they really appreciate a upfront, straightforward, open dialogue about something that is really on their mind, and they do like to have it come from a doctor.
After today's assembly, I realized that I need to step up my healthy lifestyle. Well, I already run cross country and do tennis, but I need to not have as much diet soda and artificial sweeteners and eat more fruits and vegetables.
Girls deserve to get the best answers to their questions, so that as they go from being a big girl to becoming a young woman, that they are armed with the best information possible, so this time of their life can become exciting and empowering and fun.
We sometimes think because girls now mature a lot faster and they're exposed to a lot more information in the media, we sometimes make the mistake of thinking that they're really not little girls. But at heart, they are little girls, and they're looking for guidance and information. They're looking for boundaries. They're looking for direction.
We found out that over 90% of moms want to start the conversation with their daughters about breast health, but they don't really have the information that they need to answer the questions. So breastcancer.org is working with moms and their daughters to try to re-engage them in a conversation about things that are so personal, private, and can be awkward.
And I was never used to talking about myself and my own breast to my mom.
If someone like my own daughter, who's been brought up in an open dialogue, felt uncomfortable asking her own questions, well then I can assume that almost every girl out there shares the same concerns and questions that my own daughter does.
I think it is so important to keep the lines of communication open between Alexandria and myself, especially now. She's 10 and she's starting to develop and become girly girl, and I want to tell her everything that a mom should tell a daughter.
Girls and their moms get their information from many different sources. A book is a very comfortable way to learn about things that are very personal. I wrote the book Taking Care of Your Girls with my daughter Isabel to give the peer-to-peer as well as the mom-to-daughter perspective, along with the doctor information, about this complicated yet straightforward subject of breast health, what to expect as you go from a big girl to a young woman.
I think part of the reason why girls have so much anxiety about breast health is because it's been so centered on breast cancer, and cancer in any form is just horrible and a scary thing.
We also want to reassure girls and have girls reach out to other girls through a lot of online networking that girls do to help process important things in their lives.
So starting this dialogue between mothers and daughters takes away a lot of that fear because they become informed. They understand how their breasts are going to develop. They know what to look for. They know what's normal and what's not normal.
Talk to your daughters about breast health care, breast cancer. Open up the subjects about it, because it's important, and they'll feel more comfortable when they're out there, you're not with them, and at least they'll have some information that will make them stronger, or at least more aware. If anyone's talking to them about it, you'll know more now.
I need to take the fear away from her, and the only way to do that is to talk about it, and I make sure, or I hope, that she feels equally as open to talk to me about it.
There's no one else who I'd rather go to because she's my hero. There's no one else who actually answers my questions as well as she does.
So it's great that we can be there for these girls right when breast development starts, to give them the answers to their questions, to let them air their concerns, teach them how to talk about things that really are hard to talk about, because having a dialogue about something that is so important to your health, breast health, is one of the most important gifts that we can give them. The bottom line is, there are so many things that you can do to reduce your risk of ever getting breast cancer. And until we have the cure, prevention is the best strategy.